Hi, friends. Some sensational updates from SEBI for the new rules for multi-cap funds, and definitely there's going to be some impact on how this allocation happens in mid and small caps. And let us look at what are the possible scenarios. So SEBI's new rule is simple. They want multi-cap funds to be a proper mixture of large, mid, and small caps. It specifically says that they want 75% of the total assets in these three caps, large, mid, and small, and the rest 25 is as per the discretion of the fund manager. Obviously, SEBI का कोई logic होगा इसके पीछे why they want to do this. So what has been happening in the market is कि last कुछ सालों से money has been flowing mainly into the top 20-30 companies Nifty 50 के, and इनके PE 50, 60, 70 तक पहुंच गए हैं, और as you already know Nifty 50 का PE is 30 plus right now. So no wonder people are not looking into the other category of stocks. They're all focusing on these Nifty 50 top large caps. And small and mid cap companies are finding it difficult to raise capital. And I think the government and SEBI are now focusing on this to make sure that the Atmanirbhar plan of the government, they can go more aggressively with money flowing into these smaller companies as well. Well, as a matter of fact, I had a quick look at the PE of the Nifty 50 large caps, and you'll be astonished to see that these companies listed here have a very high PE, 50 plus in most cases. And Reliance Industries market cap is right now close to 70% market cap of the entire mid cap companies, which is actually very shocking. Yeah. This is all the details of the multi-cap funds in the market. As you look at the bottom two lines, it says the total multi-cap category. So if you look in the percentage side, it says large cap is 66.6, mid cap is 17.3, and small cap is 9.1. Now what SEBI wants to do is to make sure that the mid cap percentage and the small cap percentage is at least 25% each. So that means around 8% allocation to mid cap has to increase, and close to 15 16% of small cap allocation has to increase. If you look at the top 5 of them, you see that small cap allocation is hardly 5%. You know, the top 5, they hardly have a 5% allocation to small cap, and that's where a major change could come up. Possible changes we are looking at. So potential money flow could be that from the large caps over here, as you can see, the money can move from these large caps to mid caps and small caps. Now, these mid and small cap companies that are listed here, they are already in the radar of these mutual fund companies. They already have holdings in them. So obviously, mutual fund companies have studied these small and mid caps, and they must be finding it growth oriented, and getting the tick boxes on why they are worthy of investing. And so yes, there's a potential that money could be flowing on these in these few mid and small caps. And what can happen now from here is, because SEBI has come up with the rule, if this rule is to be followed correctly and without any amendments, mind you, it applies only to multi-cap funds. Analysts are expecting that 40,000 crore rupees could move from large cap to broader market. Broader market, specifically mid and small cap, but already with mutual funds having some decent exposure to mid caps, as we saw, small caps may get more funds. Well, this is great for people who are investing already in mid and small cap funds. Significant re-rating can happen for them. Smaller companies, unlocking can happen in these mid and small caps. There's a possibility that a lot of unlisted smaller companies will get listed now, because now they see that once they get listed, they could be in the radar of mutual funds and more money can come into them. And well, mutual funds will now be digging deeper for a lot of these mid and small cap companies with their criteria of market share, corporate governance, quality management, consistent growth. So the fund manager's job is gonna be a little more challenging from now onwards. What happens next is going to be interesting. So option one, एक अच्छे बच्चे की तरह mutual funds will comply to all the SEBI's regulation, and do all the jugglery in their multi-cap funds and make it as per the rule. ऑप्शन टू इज एक स्मार्ट बच्चे की तरह विच म्यूचुअल फंड्स ज़्यादातर काफ़ी स्मार्टली ये चीज़ें करती रहती हैं. They can actually reclassify the multi-cap funds, all completely reclassify it, or they can merge these with the focused funds and mid and small caps, so that would also satisfy the limits. And this type of things have been done in the past, so it's possible they could do this. Well, my take is a fund manager's job is gonna be difficult now, because if option one happens, then it's gonna be बहुत बड़ा एक काम आ जाएगा. बट ऑप्शन टू की पॉसिबिलिटी भी हमको देखनी चाहिए, क्योंकि ऑप्शन वन करने में काफ़ी सारे इलिक्विड स्मॉल कैप्स में म्यूचुअल फंड्स विल हैव टू इन्वेस्ट, एंड दैट हैज़ अ ह्यूज इम्पैक्ट कॉस्ट एज वेल. Also, when there is a redemption pressure, that time it becomes very panicky, and so fund houses have to be innovative in what they're going to do from here on. What SEBI is trying to do is they're trying to make sure that fund managers don't have everything easy. सारा पैसा लेके लार्ज कैप में डाल दो, and not to worry about it. But then मल्टी कैप फंड्स का प्रिंसिपल था कि थोड़ा सा डाइवर्सिफिकेशन हो जाए, ऑब्वियसली डिफरेंट कैप्स में, एंड दे गेट बेटर रिटर्न्स इन द लॉन्ग रन. वैल्यू अनलॉकिंग कहीं पे हो रही हो अच्छी स्मॉल एंड मिड कैप में, तो उसका फ़ायदा उठाया जाए, जो नहीं हो रहा है. बट ऑल सेड एंड डन, आई बिलीव some interesting times ahead, and thank you for watching, and look forward to your views on this interesting and very challenging thing that's coming up. Thank you very much.